So this program is to display details of a student. Okay.
Okay.
Display details of a student. So just I want to display the name, age, and marks. Three different types of data I'm going to deal. And import statement is not mandatory, is it not? Lang package is not mandatory. By default, it is imported. So you need not touch that. Directly, I can start the program from class. Being a student class, I mean student related application, let me take class name as student.
Student.
And inside that, so class consists of variables and methods. So let me go with some methods. Char. So for a string, generally name is a string because it is a
Right.
group of characters or set of characters. Is it not? So we take a one-dimensional array, that too a character array. This is called as. During arrays, we will discuss that. We will discuss the structure of this during arrays concept. But till then, I'm just using that. And then int is, and then float. These are the three variables which I have declared. And then I want to assign them. For assignment, let me give one give one method that is I will take input as the method. You can take any name. You can give any name. Generally, method names start with the small letters. Okay. If it is a combination of two words, from second word on, the second word itself, it starts with capital. Like if, for example, input data is there, for example, then you have to write like this. It's a combination of two words, and the space is not allowed in between. Space is not allowed. Just 1 second. Space is not allowed in between. Okay. So I will take input as the method, and as the name itself is telling, we have to accept some data here. Let me give name as student's name. I'm giving as Ram, and then let me give his age as 21, and let me give his marks. Let me assign his marks as 88.95. And because it is floating, so we have to write F. For floating, we have to write F at the end. For a double, it is not required, but for floating, it is required. What is the difference between float and double? I didn't remember.
Float is we are not very sure what the value would be, and double would be
not like that. I don't remember whether I discussed that or not in the past. It is an interview question. Like float means after decimal position, after decimal, if you move towards right hand side, 7 digits are acceptable. 7 digits. And if you go with a double, more than double, as the name itself is telling, after decimal, you want to get a precise data, exact data. After decimal towards right, you can go with the 7 to 14 is the double, but 15 digits you can place. In fact, that is the meaning of that.
Okay.
Actually, double means 14, but in Java, for double, 15 digits are accepted after decimal value towards right. So if you want to get exact data without losing anything in that precise one, then you have to opt for double. So in this program, I opted float, and then let me take one more method for displaying these details on the screen. So let me take another method by name void output. Output is the name of the other method. These two are user defined methods. Okay. So first thing what I have done is I have gone with variables. That is single line comment, C++ comment I made here, and comments will be ignored by your machine. And then I have gone with couple of methods. What are the methods? These are the methods which I have gone with. Methods input and output. So methods are defined here. And let me define output here. How to display that data. For displaying on the screen, system dot, you have to go with that option.
System dot out.
System dot out print or print ln you can take. And I want to display name, student's name, like this. I want to display
Yeah.
student's name, colon. You can write anything within double quotes. So the way you want to
Yeah.
represent, that depends upon you. So it may vary from person to person. I am displaying like this, and somebody else can put is equal to in place of colon, or somebody can write it as a student's name is also. But I have taken like this. And don't forget, concatenation operator is required.
Fantastic.
Means
Yeah.
I want to join this string. This is the string given with another string. And what is the other string? Nothing but the
Name.
very name. Of course, here it is a one-dimensional array. So you have to
Yeah.
give one-dimensional array, that is name. Array name. Array name is name. Right. And then let me go with the other one. System dot
H.
out dot ln students is. You put is equal to also, whatever you want. And the what is the variable name? AGE. All in small letters I have
H.
taken. Same thing we have to display here as well. System dot out dot. For last one, I can go with print also. Print ln is not required because after
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
displaying
Correct.
this, there is nothing else left really to display. So I can go with
Yeah.
this time. Marks equals concatenation variable name, that is marks. Is it? Semicolon. So it is done. So before closing the class, let me put main method. Public main. Inside that, the first job is creation of object. Create,
Object.
create object. How do you create object? What is the class name? std1. If yeah, only one student is there, I can give std what is there. And then you have to write new class name student. So student, this is your student object. Right hand side, whatever I have
Yeah.
written, that is the student object held by the reference std.
STD.
So what is the difference between reference and variable? Somebody may ask you, what is the difference between reference and variable? Variable is nothing but it is an identifier. It is an identifier. Name is an identifier.
Okay.
Age is an identifier. Marks is an identifier. And their types are different, as you can see there. One is of type char, the other one is of type int, another one is of data type float. So types are different.
Float.
Variables are also different there. Their names, I mean identifiers, are different. And every variable will take some memory location. They occupy some space, and you can put some value into those variables. Did I kept some values in those variables or not? I kept
Yeah.
some values. RAM is a value, 21 is a value, 88.95 is also a value being kept inside those variables. That is done. And what is a reference? This is a reference variable. This is not normal variable, it is a reference variable. Generally, we use the word reference whenever you create an object. So you can see at rightmost side of this statement, you can find an object. This is an object referred by the reference variable std. So what is the difference between variable and reference variable? Both are variables, of course, both occupy some space, but variable is the one where you are putting some value. Inside variable, you are
Yeah.
putting some value, and variables can be called as identifiers. On the other hand, reference variable is also a variable that holds the address of an object. That is the
Object.
difference. Okay. And then that is not enough. Creation of object is not enough. Just like purchasing a mobile is an object. That is not enough. We have to use that. How to use that? So many methods are there in mobile. You have to invoke that. How to invoke
Yeah.
those methods, that is important. So invoke, that is the next step which is left here. Invoke methods. So how to invoke object dot, what is the first method? Should I invoke output or input first? First input. Without
Input,
input, we
input.
cannot get that output here. So let us
Yeah,
invoke input. That's it. And then invoke output. And that's how we have to do program. And this is the closing brace for main method. What about class? Class is also closed here. And how to save this program?
yeah.
A main method is stored in which class? It is stored in
Student,
student class. So save it as student dot.
student dot
Don't
Java.
forget dot Java. Dot Java is the extension. Then we have to open the CMD. We have to open the CMD now immediately. Okay, let us execute Java. Oh, here we cannot execute. What is our path? It is done in,
Yeah.
I guess it is in D drive. I do not remember. Let me check. It is in E drive. E drive. So move to E drive. In that, there is a folder with your name. In that, there is a folder by name programs. And in that, you can compile that. C space. What is that file name? Student. Yeah. Oh, so many mistakes are there. What are those mistakes?
Character name 20.
Identifier expected saying why can square brackets I kept regular basis. What issue? I am dealing with C++ in my college these days. At times I will get a mistake like this. The problem is we are having string as the data type. Got it? We should use string.
Yeah,
This is Java. This is not C++. If it is C++, that would have given us a result, but this is C++. Sorry, this is Java, right? So string is the data
yeah.
type. Additionally, in C++, we are not having string, but in Java, we are having data type by name string. Yes, now it will work. Oh, still mistake. Why? Error. It is showing here only. It is showing problem. Student name with this size 20. Why name is not accepted? What is showing name? String the name I have given. Oh, I will check. Wait. I'll do one thing. If I put a comment here, will it work? Let me check. Then we can understand where the problem is. In this way, you can check. Here, you can put a comment. Comments will be ignored. I think not. So here also, let me put a comment. Okay, done. Now let me check whether it runs or not. Oh, now it is working. So only problem is with this string. I will do one thing. Yeah, this is not required. Sorry to say this is not required. Directly, I will do like this. Let me check whether it works or not. It is now it will work because nowadays I am dealing C++, and automatically these things are coming into my mind. We can do corrections, no issue. Still one more mistake, that is input, std dot input. What is the mistake in that input? Input. Yes, I have made a mistake. Semicolon, I missed it somewhere. There is semicolon. Where is that? No. Void input. It is given. Here I typed yes unnecessarily. Okay. Got it?
Yeah,
Now I will run this. It will. Oh, when I'm saving this, it is typed as yes there. That is the problem. Now you will get see. Oh, still a mistake. What is that? Variable name. Cannot find symbol name. Why name is not found? Concatenated student's name. What is that problem? Problem is with that statement. Name, it is unable to identify. String the name we have given. Oh, I made a comment here.
we comment. Yeah,
I commented here. Comment is not removed. That's why we got a mistake. From char it started and we went somewhere. Okay. Yes, now it's working fine.
yeah,
Now dot
yeah,
class file
yeah.
is created. Now you can run this. explain that. Wait. It worked. Student's name Ram, age
Yeah.
21, marks 88.95. How it worked? Let us examine again. So what I have done in student class, I have taken variables. What are the variables? Here I got some mistake because in C++ we use char. So whenever you take char, you have to go with a one-dimensional array, one-dimensional character array you have to take. So in C++, you do like this. I will put a comment in C++. What do you do in C++? We do like this. Char, because string data type is not there in C++. That is a problem. So we are having two additional data types in Java. One is string, the other one is this one, byte. Byte and string are additional data types present in Java. Okay.
Okay.
So, in C++ or even C, these types of data are not present. I mean, char is there, but char is used for only one for only a single character. In Java, char is there, but char is used to represent only a single character. Okay, but in C
Okay.
and C++, char is there to represent single character and also a string. Char, you have to do like this. If it is C++, you have to do like this. That is a difference. Got it? So first of
Yeah.
all, I went like this. There, that is the problem. Okay, that is not acceptable in Java. So immediately I corrected that to string, because string is there directly. You can use string. In C++, string data type is not there. And one more important point: what is the difference between string, int, and float? Tell me, what is the difference between string, int, and float?
String alone as capital letter yes. That is
Yeah, yes, that is
predefined
okay.
and
That we can see and
yeah.
tell. But
Yeah.
internally, what is the hidden issue there? All are data types. Again, string is a data type, int
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
data type, float is a data type. Again, categorically, how can you divide them? So int and float are primitive data types. I told before, right? Primitive.
Yeah.
Primitive means basic, means fundamental data types. But string is advanced type of data,
Advanced data type. Yeah.
and it is a predefined class. Is it not? Class is
Yeah.
advanced type of data. I told earlier also, right? Class is an advanced
Correct. Correct.
type of data. So string is also an advanced type of data. Similarly, system is also an advanced type of data because it is
Advanced.
a class. System is a class, string is a class, and student is also a class. So three classes are there in this program. And again, what is the difference between student, string, and system?
System and
String.
student is user defined and
Yes, yes.
system and
So that
string are
is,
predefined.
yeah, that is the other categorical division here. We can identify. Okay. And of course, student, yes, you can put small, no issue at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
string and system, it is mandatory. But better we follow rules and regulations to recognize easily. See, if I write a capital letter, you can easily recognize. Uniform. It's a uniform. You can do that uh, on normal basis as well for your user defined classes to recognize them as a class, because in many
Yeah.
parts of your program you are using that, like here you are using, here you are using. If you put small letter, you may think in another way, maybe a method or variable like that. You may guess just by seeing that it looks like a method. That's why don't put as a small letter, go with capital. You can identify, yeah, this is a class. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then we had three variables here. One is string, the other one is int, the other one is float type. And then I have taken a method. And what is the method? Non-static or static? Method is static or non-static?
Method is static, sir.
How static? See, void input.
Oh, sorry. 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 Non-static. Non-static.
I have not used any static keyword, so it is
Yeah, yeah,
non-static.
correct, correct,
And
correct.
what
Yeah,
about the
non-static.
variables? Variables are static or non-static here?
Again, non-static.
Yeah, non-static, non-static, compatible or not? No issue, right?
Compatible. Yeah,
There is no issue at all, is it not?
correct.
So
Yeah,
compatible, so there is no problem at all. And here I initialized, you can see here, I initialized a name with Ram, age with 21, and marks with so and so, right?
yeah,
And then output. Another method is there, output. Inside output, what I have done, I tried to display all the data, okay?
yeah.
And I closed that. And then inside main method, so program execution is started by JVM from the main method, okay?
Correct.
Once it get insights, the first line, of course, brace is there. From there, it gets started. And the next line, that is comment, will be simply ignored by the
Ignored.
machine. And then the next line is nothing but an object is created for student class. So
Yeah.
immediately JVM will check whether any student class written by programmer or not. Yes, student class
Hmm.
accepted. So when the class is there under existence, there is every right for a programmer to create an object. Yes, it will put a tick in its memory. Okay, it is acceptable.
Okay.
Then object is created, fine. Some memory space is being occupied by that student object referred by std reference variable. Okay, fine. Now, how to invoke the methods input and output? How to invoke input? Because
CD dot.
input is a non-static method. If it is non-static method, object is required or not?
Yeah.
Object is required to invoke. What is the object? std. std
STD.
dot input. So control transfers to input. In that, I have assigned a name with Ram, age with 21, marks with so and so. And then std dot output. Control transfers to output definition. It is
Output.
also non-static object dot yes. So this code will be executed. Got it?
Yeah.
Same program. I will modify a bit. You can see the changes in the next application. Change this as student one this time. This is a little modification followed with I want to go with uh, another class. Otherwise, this I will keep as student only. Okay, this I will keep as student only. But here, see what I am doing. I am closing the class. If I put one more brace, can I call that the class student is closed here?
Yes, yes.
Then see what I am doing. I am starting at another class. Let us say person. In place of student, I have taken person, opening brace, and it is closed here, is it not? So how many
Yeah.
classes are there in this program? I mean user defined classes. One is student,
Two.
other one is,
Another one is class person.
now the conflict is with which name I have to save the program.
Hmm.
Yes, which name shall I save the program?
Person.
Because strong reason is
Main main function is in
yes.
person class.
Don't call it function, method.
Method. Yeah, yeah.
C functions are called as Java methods.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us save immediately with the name person.java.
Person.
Place of name student person dot right. Done. Now I can run as usual. No other change in the program. Success.
Yeah.
Java space Got it? Now let us examine how many dot class files are created. We will observe. See how many dot class files. Student. See, I'm going to remove the student dot class. Let us see what is going to happen. Okay, I'm removing that student dot class. Okay, so is there any dot class file with the name student now? Tell me.
Sorry, sir.
Is there any dot class file with the name student?
No, no, no.
Now see, what is this?
Class file.
Class file.
But
I'm removing that also. Any dot class files with the name person and student?
No.
Now see, I'm compiling. Again, I'm recompiling. Again, I'm re-executing. And again, I'm checking here. Is there any student dot class created?
Yeah.
Person dot class created?
Yes.
Means how many dot class files are created with only execution of this particular program?
2.
I mean, compiling this program. When I compile, not even execution. Before execution, it will happen. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Will be
Yeah.
during compilation or execution.
Compilation.
Yes. So when I compiled, when I have done JavaC space person.java, how many dot class files are created? Tell me.
1 for person, 1 for student.
Means 2 or not?
Yeah.
2 dot class files are compiled. Why? Because our program person consists of how many classes?
2.
So what kind of statement can you make here? Can you recommend here? As many classes are present in your program, those many dot class files will be created. Can we make one valid statement like that? Yes. So I can make, we can recommend one statement here. Otherwise, in this program also you can mention somewhere at the end. Mention here, is it not?
Yeah.
As many classes create, that is observation, right? As many classes we create,
correct.
those many dot class files. Those many
dot class files.
Class files be
created.
When we compile. When
compile.
we compile the program. Compile the program. That is our observation from this. Is it not? And multi-line comment is enough. Single line comment is enough.
Single line is.
This is at another point which we should understand. Just a minute. I will add this point also in the notes later on. This is basics. All right. Note. So another twist. Let me change this program a bit again. Copy, file, new, paste it. Let me delete this portion. Now I want to do a little more modifications, like let me take here static. See the difference. This one also static. Okay. Now will this program work? If I say, let me change the name of this program, person1 I am making. That is enough now. I need not change student.
Yeah.
Just person1 is enough. Otherwise, yeah, that is enough. But student already some other classes are there. That is a problem. Let me make here as student1. Okay. Because other classes objects are there. I mean, objects we have created by name std1. It may get clashed with. Let me make it as student1 here and there. Right. So these are the changes. You can understand. Student1 is the class and person1 is another class with which I have to save the program.
Yeah.
Sun1 dot Now will it run? I changed the input and output methods from non-static to static. Will it
Static.
work? Will it work? It won't work. Non-static in static context. Will it work? See the mistakes? What kind of mistake it is highlighting? Non-static variable is cannot be referenced from a static.
Static context.
Same story everywhere. See, non-static variable marks cannot be referenced from a static. Very clearly it is saying, your machine is telling you. Non-static, your compiler is telling you that because compilation failed, dot class file will not be created. Is it not? You can check.
Yeah.
Is any dot class file created with person one? No.
Person one, no.
Student one? No.
No.
No dot class file. Only Java file is there. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is a problem. Non-static variable name cannot be referenced from a static context.
Static context.
Means it is telling you that your variable is non-static and you are trying to refer it from static method. Static context means that is your method. From there you are trying to assign, put some values to those so-called non-static variables. That is not recommended at all. So what kind of change I have to make here? I can do one thing.
Remove static.
Yeah. Otherwise, will it work? What is the class in which those static variables are present? Student one, right? Can I try that? Class name dot name. Will it work? Let me check. Student one dot. Here also.
Student one dot.
Let me check. And what about here? Here also. Name student
one.
Yes. Let me try. If it is working, yes, we can make one comment like that. Student one dot. Here also is something odd which we are doing, is it not?
Yeah.
Let me test this again. Oh, again the same problem. So it is not working. So that is not sufficient. So what to do? Because it is clearly a non-static variables. How can you invoke with the help of student one dot name? It is a blunder. Not at all required. Is it not?
Yeah.
So you have to make those variables static. That is better option. Is it not? That is the best option.
Yeah.
Will not do. That is a wrong thought, wrong practice. Because the variables given are already non-static. How can you call with the help of object? I mean, what is that? Class name dot. It is ridiculous. Yeah. So it will not work. So the only alternative available to us is make them as static and check. Then I will do another modification. I'll let you know that. So first of all, let me go with static string, and this one also static end. This one also. So whenever we create static, throughout the if you create multiple objects, all the objects will share the same copy. That is the thing. Okay. So when you go with the static variables, if you create multiple objects, all the objects are going to share the same copy. Okay. Okay. One name is available to all those objects. Of course, in this program, I create only one object. Okay. But if non-static is there, then every object will be having its own share. Okay. Okay. If we modify one variable, then the other objects will not get affected. If we modify one object's data, other objects' data will not modify. I will show you that later on. When we accept data from keyboard, we can see that. Okay, leave it. So these are static. Okay, fine. Any other adjustment? It has to work right now because static, no issue, na? Previously displayed one error message that non-static variable so and so in static context will not work. Now immediately we
correct.
made them as static. Static in the static context, it should work. You will see that. Fine, it's working great.
Yeah,
No issue at all.
working.
No issue at all. But see, but this is unnecessary code. See here, how do you invoke a non-static method? This code is all okay. This can work, but this is unnecessary, I can tell you. That's why I'm highlighting here like this. I'm putting in comment. This works, but unnecessary. Why I am using this unnecessary, I will tell you. Unnecessary, but unnecessary. All this portion, I can tell you. Let me delete comment. Comment is waste here. That is not do too many things. And here I'm closing the multi-line comment. So instead of doing that code, we do in another way. So your methods are static. How do you invoke static
Yeah,
methods? I told you earlier. How to invoke a static method. I told in the beginning classes somewhere. If method is non-static, create object and invoke like this. If method is non-static, but of
yeah.
course for static also same thing is applicable, but it is waste. Why waste? I will tell you. You can create you need not create object. What is your class name in which those methods are present? Tell me. What is the class name?
Student.
Student one.
Yeah, student one.
Student one dot. See here. Is this best idea or not?
Yeah,
Because object is not required. Method being static, object is not required at all. You can do like that also, but unnecessary. So I
okay.
told you in the beginning class somewhere here itself in our notes I mentioned. I let you see that portion. Wait, means you have not revised. It seems this particular point. Maybe you missed that. Here it is. You can see how to invoke a non-static method. Here it is. Object dot
Method name.
method
Yeah.
name. Yes. And how to invoke a static method. See, study that.
Class name dot method.
Uh, so which is better practice? You can do like this also. Object dot method name is also okay, but it is not a good practice. Means I will comment here like this. Copy, paste. This also works. But not a good practice. Now, can you understand the comment?
Yeah,
Also works. Which works? Object dot method name.
yeah.
But it is not a good practice because your method is static or non-static.
Static.
Static method, how to invoke?
Class name plus method.
Class name dot is sufficient. But here, this is the only way which you can do. When, when your method
Yeah,
is
in for
non-static,
non-static.
when your method is non-static, how to invoke?
Object dot method.
There is no other go.
Create object.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no other go at all. But if your method is static, how many options are available for you? How many options? If your method is static, how many options are available for you to invoke that method?
One. Class name dot method. Class
Two,
name dot variable.
not one, two.
Yeah.
Here only
Correct,
one.
correct, correct.
Here only one method or one option available to you. to anybody,
Yeah.
only one option is available. If at all your method is non-static, then compulsory you have to create object and invoke with the
Yeah.
help of object. There is no other go. But here, if your method is static, then same old process, just like how we have done with your non-static method. Otherwise, class name dot method name. How many options are
Method.
there?
Yeah.
How many?
Two.
Yeah. But which is
Two.
best practice among these two? First or second?
First one.
Hmm.
First one.
First one is not a good
The,
practice.
I mean, okay.
This is second one, right? Which I have given
Okay.
as per these lines. The first one is not a good
Class
practice.
name
I'm
dot
telling
method.
you. Second one is a
Right,
good
right.
practice. Why? Immediately the question will be why? Is it not? So why? Why it is not a good practice? Object occupies some space or not?
Yeah,
Means you are wasting some memory or not?
correct.
But here, object is not required. Direct class
Yeah,
name dot.
method.
So when
Method.
you are given with the two options, which option you prefer?
Second one,
Hmm,
obviously.
that's it. That's why.
Yeah,
Now you understood the total story, total picture of this.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. So that's why I made a comment here also. You can do like this 100%, but waste.
Waste.
Unnecessary code. Because you are creating object unnecessarily means you are wasting memory, wasting resources,
Yeah,
and then invoking that. Instead of that, you are having this comfort here. Just like you are
correct.
having two options to go to Delhi to some other area, some other outskirt area. One is a local train, the other one is bus. When train is available, why the hell we catch bus? Is it not? It
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
fast. You can quickly cover the distance. You can save time and money. So, which is the option? Now you can tell this is better option. How to
Yes.
invoke input? Class name dot.
Student one,
And what about the
method
other
name.
story? Other method is there. That also.
Student one dot
But
output.
don't give person one dot. Don't give person one dot. You will
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
confused. Why? Because where is input? Input is present in person one or student one.
Student one.
There you are. You should not
Student.
get confused there. And then output.
Yeah,
Got it? Don't forget putting
yeah,
semicolon. That's it. Done. We will save this program and let me compile again and execute again. Always, whenever you make modification, you have to recompile. Please remember. Okay.
yeah.
So
Okay.
you got it? Fine. No issue at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Right, right.
No
Now,
issue.
one more small change in the program. See, copy. See how many variations are there in the same program. In books, they won't write all these
Yeah,
things. With experiments,
correct.
by doing so many things with experience, you can understand these things. But in real time, they will be handy for you if you are doing some projects, right?
Yeah.
Situations will demand at times to do like that. Okay. If
Mm.
you are having handful of experience, then you can immediately find an alternative solution. See, one more twist in the program. I'm again removing, not interested to go with the separate class for main method. I want to go with the same class. Got it?
Okay.
So I removed person one and I'm going with student two this time. Student two and here also student two. Of course, this code is not required, as you know. Otherwise, let me put it like that. But I will go with the student two here. This is not required. Anyways, you know that.
Yeah.
And now see here, it
Student two
is
dot
student two. This will work, but I will give another alternative also. Let me save this. What is the name? Student two.
two.
Student two dot.
Java.
Will it work or not?
Yeah, it'll.
We saved with student two, not person two or something like that,
Yeah,
because
yeah, correct.
every method is present inside only one class. What is that class?
One plus. Student two.
Right. So we can run it comfortably, but I will change this code. Wait. Got it? But
Yeah.
see what I am doing. One more twist. One more twist here. This will work, but this is also unnecessary. I'm saying. See, I'm putting again a comment here. Like this works, but unnecessary. Again, I'm saying I'm calling this also as unnecessary. Why? Why will it what I'm doing? So that here. Another alternative I am presenting before you. See here. Input, direct call, direct, nothing. Directly invoking. It's
Okay.
like C language. No object, no class, nothing. Direct input, output. Will it work? Let me test. Let me test this. Wow, it is working fine. Is it
It's
not?
working. Yeah.
Means
Correct.
what can you understand with this? What kind of changes I made? What is the first change which I made? I removed one class. I
Yeah.
person. Totally, I am covering all the methods within the same class, that is student 2.
Class.
That is point number
Student.
1.
Yeah.
And what is point number 2? I removed object invocation and I removed
Yeah.
using class also I removed. But still it
Correct.
is performing. Why? Because see, I can tell you, I can compare with a small example like if you are in AP right now, and if you are
Hmm.
speaking fluent Telugu, then nobody is going to ask you to from which state you came, is it not?
Correct.
If you are moving outside, nobody will ask you from where you came.
Hmm.
But in the previous programs, what happened? Another class is there, is it
Yeah.
not? And you should tell to which class you belong to. So student 2 dot, we have done like that. Hmm?
Correct.
Because yeah, and here also student 2 dot you have done if it is static, otherwise object dot, that also we have done before. But here
Yeah.
we see all the methods present in the same class or not,
Yes.
then there is no issue for main method to recognize your other methods, is it not?
Hmm.
You are within the
Correct.
same, and moreover they are also static like your main method. All are static
Right.
methods.
Right.
You can see input, output, main, all are static methods and all belong to one and only one class, that is student 2.
Student.
Is it not? Then why should we call
Yes.
again with the student 2 dot, student 2 dot? That is not required now,
Yeah.
because they are part and parcel of, they are all siblings of the same
Correct.
class. Direct input will make your control travel from here to input method directly. So you are invoking input. So control your compile your JVM. See, your program execution starts from here. So all the comments will be ignored, right?
Hmm.
And JVM
Yeah.
will take this statement input. A call is made, directly calling, no class, no object. Means, is it a static method present in the same class? Yes. So
Yeah.
direct control transfers. Even class name dot is also not required. You need not tell to which class you belongs to. So when you travel to other
Correct.
state like Madhya Pradesh, then people may ask you to which state you belong to, is it not?
Hmm.
Means you are
Yeah.
outside. See, if I write person 1 or person 2 here, means you are in other state. You came from,
Right.
you are in other state and you belong to some other state. You went to other state. If I write person 1 here, you went to other state. Is it not?
Yeah,
But
correct.
you belong to some other state. Then you have to make a mention clearly, whether it may be
Hmm.
static or non-static. That is different issue. Always that head portion should be there, like student two dot two dot. We had to write. But here we never move to any other state. We are in the same state. Is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. From all these methods belong to same class, means same state. So class name dot is not at all, that attachment is not required, that tag is not required. Directly you can call input output, they will work. I have shown this now, it worked or not?
Yeah, yeah, it did.
Yeah, it worked. See, it's working fine. That's it. Understood? So
Yeah.
so many twists are there,
Yes.
you have to practice these twists, and then we will look to the next application. This time, before which option shall I select? So all these twists we explain. We'll do one more little program, some logic I will explain, so that you can have some practice with these methods classes. This time I try to do one program on swapping. Swapping in the sense, nothing
Okay.
but, see, I take A is equal to 4 and I take B is equal to 5. Okay, I initialize like that, and the final result should be something like this: interchange of variables. Okay, that should be the output,
Hmm.
this should be the input, and this should be the output. How to design a program? So many ways of doing things, but I will introduce a shortcut for this. Let me put this in comment, multi-line comment I'm using for this. So that is the question, how to do this. Let me start with a class name that is known as swapping. We can call it as swapping.
Swapping.
Yes, swapping. Swapping means interchanging data. Okay, that is what is swapping. Now let me take a class here. Class name is, I will take swap as a class name.
Swap.
Let me take swap. And how many variables are required declared in this program?
Two.
Yeah. I can directly initialize here also. Will it accept? Let us check. I'm directly assigning here itself. Okay, done.
Okay.
Now
Hmm.
see what I'm doing. Void. Before swap, I want to design one method. Method starts with small letter. If it is a combination of
Yeah.
two words, then second word,
Method M capital.
huh?
Swap. Yeah.
Yes, capital letter.
Before swap or S capital. Yeah.
Because second word starts with capital. Right.
Capital letter.
Now,
Yeah.
I want to display A and B. How do you display? System
System got out.
dot println within bracket. Let me display A is equal to, and then concatenation A, again concatenation within some, I want to give some tab space. This is tab space. You will see that. So if I give like this backward slash T, you'll get some space between first output and the next output. Okay, horizontally.
Okay.
Tab
Okay.
space, tab, you know, tab button in your laptop, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It will give you some
Correct.
space if you hit that. So
Hmm.
see, I will show you like this, like this, like this. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
One tab space you'll find, if you can, that is called as escape character or escape sequence. It is useful in all languages, like C it is there, C++ it is there, in Java also it is there. And again join that with, within double quotes, B is equal to concatenation B. Done. Now close this. Now swapping logic I want to put. So our class name is, what is our class name? Swap. So I
Swap.
go with the actual logic, that is swapping. Swapping logic I am putting here. Okay. See the logic. This is also important. You have to remember these three statements which I am making here. A is equal to A plus B is equal to uh, B is equal to A minus B, and then A is equal to A minus B. Let's think about this. Now you start from here. What is initially A? Can you see there and tell? A is 4.
4,
Yeah. B is
5,
4 plus 5. What is stored in A?
9.
So the recent value of
A,
A change it to 9. Always come
9.
from right hand side, move towards left. Now tell me what is there in A?
Okay. 4.
Just now you told reset value.
Oh, 9, 9. Sorry, sorry. 9.
There you are. There you are. B is
Yeah, yeah.
5. A is 4. It made
4,
9. It made 9.
9.
Don't lose concentration. So A is 9,
Yeah,
right? Don't forget. Again, I'm repeating.
correct.
A is
Yeah, 9.
9. Forget about 4. Now, what is the latest value
Yeah,
of A?
9.
9 minus B is still old. 5.
Correct. Yeah, B
9
is still
minus
5.
5. 9 minus 5.
4.
Please say
4,
it
4.
again. It is 4. So you remember that
So
B,
B is
sorry,
4.
B is latest B is
4.
it is no more 5, right? Yes.
Yeah,
But
correct.
A still is
9.
9 minus B is latest B is
4.
yeah, 9 minus 4
4, 4.
is 9 minus 4 is
5.
you got A as 5. Look at the
Yeah,
output. We got our logic working.
correct.
So this is a simple logic. Without taking third
Okay.
third variable also we can do. Like I will tell you a small story. Like if a box is there full of chocolates, if another box is there full of biscuits. So these are the
Hmm.
boxes. Another alternative I am telling you. One box full of biscuits, the other one full of chocolates. How do you make biscuits box chocolates and a chocolates box biscuits? Can you tell? If I give you empty box, how simple your task? This is empty box. Can you do that easily? Right?
Yeah,
How do you do that? You put inside empty box all the biscuits.
yeah,
Then biscuits
yeah.
box will become empty or not?
Yeah.
So biscuits box became empty and all the biscuits are in E so that let us wait. Then what can you do? Biscuits box became empty. Chocolates box is there. So chocolates box, whatever is there, can you put that inside biscuits box?
Biscuit.
Hmm?
Yeah,
And now
yeah,
chocolates box became empty. That is equal to,
correct.
got it? Because
Yeah,
nothing but you transferred your biscuits into E box.
hmm.
Basically, E is empty.
Yeah,
Basically, E is empty. You transferred all the biscuits to empty box and made it as biscuits box from here onwards.
yeah.
And all the chocolates are changed into, or I mean, transferred to biscuits box,
Biscuit.
which is empty.
Biscuit box.
Which is empty
Yeah,
because you transferred already. Now, that empty box that consists of biscuits, they're all kept inside this empty.
correct.
This is another way of
Chocolate
doing
box.
things. This is another way of doing
Yeah,
things. So, right, like this. So this is empty. So using a temporary variable in place of empty, can I take temporary? A is chocolates, B is
yeah.
biscuits. If I take another variable
Hmm.
T, these equations will do fine. Other alternative, I will show you that
Yeah,
also. Means here, this is empty box. Okay, you can understand. This is at another logic. Just remember this in the next application. I try with this. This also works. This logic. But unnecessary, you are taking another variable means you are wasting memory or not.
correct.
So that's why I told you the best practice. This is the best practice. Without taking third
Yeah,
variable, we have done that. Okay, right. This logic also works. Now, we got our task done. How to display that? After swap. After swap, you are interested to see, right? So void
Yeah.
swap. Inside that, system dot out dot print ln. Let me display same story now. You can display the
Yeah.
same one more time. Copy and then paste it here like this. Done. After swap, we want to see what is there in that. And let me go with main method. I'm not going any secondary class. Directly I'm doing that. So what is the job here to do? Create object for the class. What is the
Object. Yeah.
class name? Class name is
Swap.
s dot. What is the first method? So
Before swap.
yes. And then what is the next method?
Yes. Dot.
S dot.
Void swapping.
Yes. No void swapping. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Swapping.
That's the way to call. And then the next call s dot.
Yes. Dot. After swapping.
Okay. Save this. What is the class name? And
Swap.
and that is not the way to create object. Wait, I will tell you. I made a mistake there. This is in C++. You do like this. I told you, na, these days I'm doing C++ a lot in college.
Yeah.
Is equal
Is
to,
equal to new swap.
that is the difference. If you learn C++, at
Yeah.
times you
Yeah.
need, yes, save it. Oh, bracket is required, right? Now let us execute this. Oh, reached end of file while what is another
In class close. Class close.
yes. Done.
Yeah.
That's it. See, whatever I commented in the beginning, we got that shape or not?
Yes.
What is the shape? A4 B5, A5 B4. Reverse it.
Before.
Interchanged. We
Correct.
got as per our like this.
Yeah.
That's it. So you can try. I will give one homework to you. Same program you try.
Oh.
Only difference is you change this logic. You take a temporary
Okay.
variable T. T is the
Okay.
temporary variable. Same A will be there,
Okay.
B will be there. You take temporary variable also, and just like I have just like I have a transfer here, taking that temporary box means here I have taken empty.
Yeah.
In place of empty, you take a T for temporary, or TEMP you can take, and you try to alter, interchange, swap. Okay,
Yeah.
means I'm telling you that this logic is going to come. This logic is going to come in place of this remaining code, same to
Right.
same. But additionally, you take one more variable. What is that? Temp. Here you have to put a comma
Yeah.
and take a temp. Got it?
Yeah.
So you
Right.
can try. Can you try that one later on?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say, and one more you can do. Same program you try with static methods. All static methods.
Okay.
I have gone with non-static. You try with static.
Hmm.
So that variables should be also static. And one more,
Right.
same program I will do with the parameterized methods. Let us see that also. So probably this is the last one which we will do. It is 546, right?
Yes, sir.
Just we'll close with this program. By 6 sharp, we can close this. See, one more change I want to make in this program. What is it I told you right now? I want to take, I got some idea.
Parameter.
Yeah. Parameterized. Fine. See what I am doing here. I won't initialize A and B. I declare A and B. Okay. And
Okay.
here, see what I am doing. Int A, comma, B. Okay. Right. And
Okay.
now what I do is, okay, I do like this. Int X, Y, X and Y. Okay, fine. Here I will display A is equal to, don't worry, I will tell you, B is equal to Y, and swapping, same logic. Then comes this, I don't want, I want to cut this portion. And then after swap, A is equal to, okay. And here, let me add the class name first of all as swap1. So that this is swap1, this is swap1. And then what are the other changes? These are parameterized member function, this one. Is it not? Is it parameterized
Yeah.
swap? See, while calling, while invoking, I'm going to pass some arguments. Got it?
Okay.
Save this with the name swap1 dot. Let me run this, then I will explain this. Perfect. Got it? Same?
Yeah.
Oh, no. A0, B0. Somewhere we missed that trick. Where we missed that? I'll explain.
So after swap,
Yeah, after swap.
system dot out dot print.
Hmm. Hmm.
Should it be X there, sir, by any chance? Or
No chance, because X
okay.
has been, oh, sorry, I made one small mistake here. Sorry, yeah, what you said is correct. But here X and Y cannot go there. I will do a small operation here. You see, A is equal to X. Now see, now it will work. Sorry, I missed that. That's why let me run this, then I will explain. Now X went to A, Y went to B. Okay, now here I can use A and B. Here also I can do A and B, no change. This will work fine. Even XY it will work, but okay. Right. Now it will work. Let me check. Worked or not?
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yes. Yes.
It worked. See, now let us start understanding this program. So you forget whatever I have given earlier. Let us start our execution from opening brace of main method.
Main method. Yeah.
Because JVM looks always the entrance gate, that is this. So what is the first step in that? An object is created for swap.
Created. Yeah.
For swap1 class, an object is created, right?
Correct.
That is yes. Then what happened? Yes dot before swap. So immediately JVM will look for swap1. Is there swap1 class in this program? Yes, it is there.
Yeah.
An object, yeah, we are having every right to create an object. And then S dot before swap. These are known as arguments. Whenever you are invoking, known as
Arguments.
arguments. And these arguments are pushed into X and Y.
Well,
4 is pushed into Parameter. Here we call them as parameters. See the difference.
Okay.
During invocation, we call them as
Arguments.
during invocation means during call. During definition,
Yeah.
we call them as
Parameters.
should not miss that trick. 4 is pushed into the parameter x and 5 equal to yeah. 5 is
Ah.
you can use other passed also. Passed into the
Right.
method. Right. That's it. Now
Yeah.
see x is holding what? 4.
4. Yeah.
What
Why
is
is
held
holding
by 5?
5?
5. And in turn they are passing to A and
A and B.
why we are passing, you may get a doubt, right? As a beginner, you can get a doubt.
Yeah.
Why he's doing all this? Directly he can take one variable. Why again he's putting in A? You can think like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the simple answer is that, see, I will tell you a small story. If two students are there, okay, these are the two guys.
Okay.
Or let us assume, okay, four students are there. If I tell you, I don't compare with this. Let us assume that only one variable is there here. Okay. Then
Okay.
one student is there staying in a city, staying in Chennai, for example. One student came from a long distance to Chennai for studies purpose. So during midsummer, he got temperature. Just 1 minute. Somebody is calling me.
Okay. Okay.
చెప్పండి, sir. Okay, sir, see here. I'm telling something. Yeah, one student is there staying in Chennai. Hello. Hello,
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's staying in
Yes.
Chennai.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So he has taken a small room, and along with him, another friend is also there. A couple of guys are staying in a room in Chennai, okay, for their
Hmm.
studies.
Hmm.
So in summer, one of those fellows, let us say
Okay.
A got suffered from high temperature. Hmm? B is
Hmm.
okay. B is okay. A got some high temperature.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Okay.
he's having enough money with him in his pocket, but he cannot go outside. If he goes out, he will die simply.
Correct.
But he want
Okay.
to purchase some tablets, some medicine. How can he do that? Couple
He
of
can ask him to go and get it. He can ask the other person to go and get
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That is the logic. See, because the other person is pretty active. This is the other person. Got it?
Yeah.
Because I can tell you
Correct.
that the scope and lifetime of these two variables, ఇక్కడ ఇద్దరు ఉన్నారు ఇందా నేను చెప్పింది ఒకటే, these two variables are having very little life. Their life starts here, ends here.
Yeah.
Their lives get started at the opening brace of this method definition and ends at the closing brace of the method definition. Then how can they made available whatever data is held by X and Y in the name of 4 and 5? How can it go to swapping method? The actual factory is there, is it not? Manufacturing unit is there.
Yeah.
And how can they go to display unit? Is it not? They cannot do all that.
Yeah.
So what I have done, but the life and scope of these two variables are better. Their life starts here.
Yeah.
Because where they are declared, you can see they are declared right after this opening brace. So their life starts here. Correct. And ends class scope. They are having class scope. Up to here, they will, up to here, they will go. Up to here.
Yeah.
Means whose life is better? Can you tell? AB or X and Y?
A, AB.
AB. But X and Y, their life is very little, miserable here only.
Yeah.
But the advantage with X and Y is they are holding some data. That is important. So
Correct.
immediately they are throwing that data to
Other person.
A and B. Let A and
Yeah.
B pass to other methods. They are dynamic. They are instance
Hmm.
variables. These are called as instance variables. And had class scope and had class scope. Class scope. Their scope is within the class. They can move anywhere. But this X
Hmm.
and Y, their scope is scope of X and Y. Scope of X comma Y is restricted. Is restricted within this method only. Scope of X and Y is restricted within this method only. Their
Method
life
only.
ends at the closing brace of this method. That's why X and
Hmm.
Y in turn, whichever values they are possessing, they are made available to A and B. Got it?
A and B.
And you
Yeah.
understood how we passed 4 and 5?
Yeah.
When you are invoking
Invoke.
before swap, we passed two arguments because before swap is a parameterized member function. Do you agree with that? Is it a
Yeah.
parameterized? How many parameters are
Correct.
there? How many parameters?
Two.
Two parameters by name X and Y.
X and Y.
So that 4 is pushed into X and 5 is pushed into Y. So that some technical problem is there with X and Y. X and Y cannot go beyond the scope of this method. Is it not?
Yeah.
So what is done?
Correct.
They are passed to more dynamic
Uh,
variable. A and B, they are dynamic, they are active. Their life is within the class. Is it not? So that
yeah.
A, B are possessing that and we can display here itself. After that, you are calling swapping. You know this logic already I told, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Then you are calling, you are invoking after swap. You know what is happening here inside. That's it.
Display.
You understood, I think, totally,
Yeah.
right? That's how we
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So you learned so many things today, right?
Yeah.
You have to practice these things and little work I have given. Possibly, just like your brother,
Correct.
he also submitted. I don't know whether you are going to or not.
I will do it, sir.
Okay, right, right. Okay,
Yeah.
sir. We'll close with this for today.
Sure. Sure.
I will start as usual on tomorrow, right? Is it possible tomorrow?
Okay.
Any
Fine, sir.
plans? Any plan of
No. No.
going?
No problem. No. No plans, sir. No plans. No plans.
Okay, right.
We
What
can
about
start.
in Bhopal?
Sir, అక్కడ నెట్వర్క్ ఇష్యూ ఉండింది సార్ చాలా. హలో. హలో.
అది క్యాపిటల్ సిటీయే కదా.
సార్ బట్ వైఫై హోటల్ వైఫై